Hey, my Shuga Bears, welcome back to my channel, Bougie AF. It's your host, Nicole. It's where I say stay bougie on them. It's me feeding you feminism for the soul. It's my soul food offering. It's where I apply pressure to issues by being critical and logical. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get to the commentary where I can guarantee you I will be doing too much because that's just me. And like Sheree said, who's gonna check me, boo?
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I decided I wanted to hop onto a trending topic right now, which is Joseline Hernandez. Y'all know the baddest punta. What did she used to call herself? The baddest bitch. Or the baddest Puerto Rican princess from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Now, let me tell you something, y'all. I am a Love and Hip Hop connoisseur. So, for me, my favorite franchises have always been Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and then Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Now, it's changed over the years. I got back into Love and Hip Hop New York, but now that was whack. I think Yandy and them killed that. But Atlanta has always been my favorite. I can't wait to see what they do in Miami this season. Maybe I'll watch it this season. I don't know. But I know I watched the first season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season, and I was like, nah, you're playing with me. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it. We still have to endure Kirk and Rashida. I am all set. I want it to end like yesterday. Okay? There's nothing else that Kirk and Rashida, there's nothing else fake that they could fake about their life that could get us interested in that shit. That's just literally how I feel about that. Sorry about that. I watched the first season and I remember tweeting you're not gonna be playing in my face like this, Mona. Like, give us good people. Like, that is not good people. Like, bring Joseline back. I mean, well, as I was thinking that with the first episode I seen, but to see the shit that Joseline is on. All right, so let's get into it. Maybe you're living underneath a rock or whatever, but Joseline is she has her little show called something Joseline's Cabaret. And let's say she is on there acting a fool. I want to point some things out because we got to put things in context. Context is very important, right? When motherfuckers decide to run their mouth or say whatever and speak their opinions, a lot of times it be out of context. So let's put in context. So we have Joseline. Isn't she beautiful now? She just debuted a new haircut. Let's take a look at it. Okay. I'm feeling it. I like it. Always love Joseline's confidence, even when you didn't understand it. Currently don't understand some of the way she feels, but look, new haircut. Ooh, yes. This one looks good on her, but when she was on Love and Hip Hop and she would do that short pixie, I think it was like a pixie cut, and then she would have the bandana sitting on top of her head. I didn't like that shit back then because it made her look way, way more butch. But this is evened out because she just have broad shoulders, so her shoulders is covered. So it depends on it has to work together. So this works where she doesn't look so masculine. So that's why longer hair kind of works on her more than shorter hair, because the shorter hair, her features are just so strong that it just makes her look kind of manly-ish. So this is her page. Now, the reason why we're here is because it's Instagram. Y'all know what Instagrams are. You post little clips, you go live, you post beautiful pictures, and that is what we got going on here. So we've always been able to come here, and over the years since she was on Love and Hip Hop, this is where you find Joseline now. The baddest, okay? What is it? Baddest Puerto Rican princess or something like that? Okay. And like I said, everyone's always loved her confidence. I love that outfit. I love that hat. I would wear this. Yup. I'd wear this. I like it. But, I mean, where you're wearing it to does matter. Hey, go ahead. Because just to let you know, we know haters. Because I like Joseline. Even, when Joseline and, what's his name? Joseline and Stevie J, right? Now, when she was on the show, I was like, Team Mimi. I thought she was being fucked up. I thought she was just one of those, still your man, scandalous ass bitches. But I think hindsight 2020, looking back, in the way she appeared and how she talked to Mimi and how all of that now just seems fake as fuck. I know some of it was real, but Mimi not knowing about who a Joseline was to Stevie J at the time, I don't believe that was real. So I think that's why when Joseline, or he really kind of moved on to dating Joseline, I didn't think that she was really all that hurt, because I just think that they were all, it's Atlanta. home of T.I., home of Carly Red and Pooh and them. They all doing something strange down there in their coupleism. So I just felt like, yeah, they were familiar with her. All right. So I also wanted to show you the other reason why I wanted to show you this, because I wanted to show you 4 million followers. So the girl got followers on Instagram, right? Right. So, but I also we got to put in perspective. Only thing that, she's reached out and did music. And so this is her Instagram. I'm sorry, not her Instagram, but this is her YouTube. Now, this is her YouTube channel. And at first I thought, like, I know I had the wrong YouTube channel. I just know I have the wrong YouTube channel. That's literally what I thought. So then I want to go directly to her page. And there's a reason why I'm showing all this and giving you the backstory. She's did the whole reality TV show. She's been on several reality TV shows. She's had her own. Right now she has a reality TV show called Joseline's Cabaret. And that's exactly why she's in the news. But I wanted to show you her YouTube channel, because we got to put, like I said, perspective matters, right? So when you have somebody who's having an interview with Wendy Williams and talking a certain way, we gonna get there. She's talking very spicy. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now this is her YouTube. Now we have 5.63K subscribers. Videos. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 videos, 5.6K subscribers. We have 4 million on the Instagram, right? So I think about 10 years that Joseline has been in the news, or we've known her since reality TV. She's dipped her foot in rapping. That was that's been met with mixed reviews. I don't know, but I mean, because sometimes we can't understand what she was saying early on in her career. So she's put out music, and so Cardi B even came out after Joseline Hernandez. So we got to put in perspective of like who's made it and who's did love and hip hop and really blown up from it. And one of those people have been Cardi B. The other person has been K.Michelle. I'm trying to think who else has been on the show and kind of blew up. I really think, as I sit back and think about the females, I'm trying to think who else is famous right now. I mean, blew up from being on the show. As of right now, those are the only 2 that you can really say that they blew up from being on the show, right? So with that being said, like I said, while we get into it, Joseline Hernandez is literally on in the news for going off on the women who were on her show, her cabaret show, right? And I find it really funny because I remember when Joseline decided that she was going to do her show, she was so like, I'm going to be the anti-Mona. Let me tell you something. And I'm telling you this from, I got bitches out there, they acting like they the anti-me. Right? Like, oh, I'm not like her. I'm different. I'm this and this and this and that, right? Watch a motherfucker that want to present themselves as being anti somebody else, because that just literally means that they're just jealous of them. Period. Pooh. Because if I'm me and you, so why the fuck would you be going around talking about how you different than me? You should be different. You should be different. And so when I heard Joseline talk about Mona, and she was like, oh, Mona doesn't do anything for nobody. She was mad at Mona because she wanted more money. She thought she was the center of the show. Hindsight 2020. I do think her vibe is missing from the show. But she was really arrogant. She was really like cussing people out. It was really hard to work with her. I understood all of that. Why Mona would feel some sort of way about working with her. But her complaint with Mona was that Mona is not empowering women. What she's doing is not helping, and it's more on the exploitive side. And I always felt like, so you want to come out to the public to promote yourself, but while at the same time talking shit about Mona. Trying to say that you different than Mona in terms of what you are trying to do in terms of black women or women. Right? Because y'all are always looking for somebody to sell you something and tell you how they're going to save your sons, aka your kings, your daughters, you know what I mean? Like, just save you. So you're always looking for somebody to come out with that type of message. Oh, I'm gonna do it different. I'm not gonna exploit you. That type of savior message. And so you people grasp, like cling on to it, not knowing like this is just because people know that's what people want to hear. To seem as though they're being positive or they're a positive person, not necessarily meaning that they are really truly into what they're saying. They just know that that's how they're gonna get you to listen. And I feel like when she came out and she was talking shit about Mona, that's all it was. I'm gonna throw shade on her. I'm gonna make her look bad, and then I'm gonna big myself up and act like I'm gonna be polar opposite of what she is. And I say that when you act like being polar opposite, because why would a woman who's on Mona talking about she's not woman empowerment, why would she then turn around and treat women like this? Okay, hold on one second.
Gonna do. If it wasn't no motherfucking Instagram, y'all bitches won't be shit. But guess who's still gonna be hot? Motherfucking me. I'm still gonna be that motherfucking bitch. Motherfucking 10 decades in this shit. Y'all bitches ain't fucking with me. Y'all bitches gonna respect me. I don't know what the fuck you laughing at, cause shit ain't funny.
It's very funny.
No, it ain't fucking funny, cause you can laugh your ass outside. You ain't gonna laugh in my motherfucking face. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just wondering why
I don't give a
you
fuck.
disrespect the ones that's really there for you.
Bitch, ain't none of y'all saying be there for me. Be there for me.
Okay. And then I don't know if y'all were able to hear clearly what she said, but she was like, Joseline says she had 10 decades in this. Okay. So I guess she's talking about she's had 100 years in it, because clearly baby girl don't know it's 10 years in a decade. 10 years in one decade. Okay. So you have 1 decade in this, right? When trying to be shady goes so wrong. But y'all know how we do, because y'all know how I'm a fool and I love a little bit of comment section, okay? A little bit of comments. I love what they say in the comment section. All right, so here we go. It says Joseline Hernandez is something else. Let me say this is Hollywood Unlock. Okay, shout out to Hollywood Unlock. Joseline Hernandez is something else. Thoughts on her 10 decades comment. It's more than 10 decades. 100 years. Period. Okay? You can flip it like that. Like, bitch, I've been in this for 100 years. It ain't even happened yet, but just let you know I'm legendary. When I'm gone, I'm going to be here and be known for another 100. However the fuck she thinks. She just thinks she's legendary. Is the show pretty much about Joseline being condescending towards all the women in the house while they all fight each other? Yeah. And that's why I said that she's full of shit. Yeah, it most definitely is about that. And, it's so funny. People want to be like, oh, she's relatable. That's what people used to love about Joseline. She's like everybody. She's relatable. She's one of us and da-da-da-da. No, that bitch got some money and she talking to niggas like shit, right? Okay, but y'all don't hear me though. So sis is a vampire? 10 decades, so sis is a vampire? Stevie did her like she do them. Shit is crazy, but she knew not to buck with Miss Natural like that, okay? She is, most definitely. She's acting. She's a male-centered female, so she's acting just like a man, just like Stevie treated her. But she's always acted like that. Even when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she didn't give a fuck about them bitches. She didn't roll with them bitches, and she spoke just like that. Like, she's always spoke like that, and she's always carried herself as though I ain't trying to be in y'all crew. I don't care if you don't like me. Like, she literally has always sat around and did that shit. But she was always given a pass for being a nasty woman. Let's keep it real. We've always given her a pass for being a nasty woman because she's Spanish and she's light skinned. This wasn't about the fact that Joseline has been on our screen for the past 10 years, well-behaved and acting ladylike. And so she came out talking about women empowerment, so it made sense. So you guys were fooled by it. No. This has been a nasty-ass woman from the very fucking beginning. Period. She's in our community with a black baby, has some feelings, has always treated black women like they beneath her. Always. Carries herself, treats herself. She's always acted like the black women are beneath her. And if you didn't think that, then you're crazy. The way she used to even treat and talk to me made all that shit. Yeah. Even if you go back and you listen to some of the women talk who used to be in the strip clubs, this is just nothing but a grimy ass broad from the street. Don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. And that's just what it is. Bless her heart. It's so sad to see her constantly do what was done to her. Sometimes you have to break the cycle, right? She really is legendary. She been here for 100 years, of course. Someone said cringe. Laugh aloud. You would have been fighting because she lost her marbles. I don't be understanding how people be okay with talking to other people crazy. Like, literally. You talk to me crazy, and I don't give a fuck. And you know, I don't talk condescending and treat people condescending in all this other way, or talk down to people in real life. But you cross me, I'm going to say the most, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, it just is what it is. You attack me in any way, or any of the other shit, I'm coming for you. I don't care. Like, where you at? Which project? Cause I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna fuck. There's no passes on this shit. Talking shit is talking shit. It just is what it is. So, like I said, now if you could have a way about yourself where you going around just talking shit to people and treating people down, like, I think that's fucked up. But I ain't got that issue. I treat niggas appropriately. So this is why this comes off a little hard. And of course, it's always little motherfucking Duval. Make sure you check out the last video I did in some women shit. Right where he's comfortable. Right where he's comfortable. All right, so now, the problem is that Joseline is fucking delusional, okay? Bitch, you are not legendary. You haven't really even did anything for you to be sitting up here acting like you, like, conquered the world, invented found the cure for cancer, cured HIV and AIDS. Like, you act like you've been that type of bitch for society. You know what I mean? Like, no. So I wanted to show you guys this interview she did with Wendy Williams, where even Wendy's having a hard time in understanding. Now, context is everything. I brought you from 4 million views on Instagram, which is really, not to say it is easy, but a lot of people be buying these views and all this other shit. But no, on top of that, it's Instagram, and per se, it's not a reflection of work. It's just, what am I trying to say? It's easy to mass views on Instagram when you are serving a great, beautiful visual. And she serves you a great, beautiful visual, which is based off her Instagram, is based off her looks. And so people are following her and her attitude. And when she talks, like, it's based off her personality and her looks. That's what her Instagram is about, right? And that's important. That's what I'm trying to say. And so seeing 4 million views, seeing how bold her personality is and how out there her personality is, I'm not surprised by that, right? But the context was that I brought you to Instagram, where I'm showing you where's your views at and where's your work at in terms of rap, right? What are we remembering you for? What exactly is it that you want us to think that you're legendary for is my thing. I'll wait. And she doesn't even have her old music up here. So I'm trying to understand. It's 5.63K. So when I see you doing an interview here,
how much work?
Y'all bitches ain't had enough fun. What y'all hoes gonna do?
Miss Wendy, I just must say this to you.
all right, before I let that play, let me read this. So T in the Shade, that's where we're at. Make sure you check them out. So sometimes I may forget to say the blog names, but it's not out of disrespect. I just be into what I'm doing, but I'm making sure it's there so people can see it. But no, I just want people to go support them too. Whoever I pull up, nothing but support. So much to unfold. She needs to understand the difference between opportunities and purpose, because I'm sure these young ladies had a purpose with or without her. She is unhappy. She is an unhappy girlfriend, not wife, who suffers from NPD, and she really needs to seek help. Her boyfriend has no business verbally attacking women. I don't care what the reason. He has no business even being involved. I have never liked her or saw any talent in her, and that fact that Zeus used their black-owned network to showcase this type of mess is disgusting. There is so much actual black talent that they could have brought to forefront, but hey, mess sells. So basically, so this is up. I didn't know Zeus was black owned, and this is really disgusting because again, it is a Spanish woman who's always talked down to black women. I don't care. She's always done that. And so in the comments, people hype her up. Well, before we get to the comments, let's go to this is what people are saying that they're like she's delusional because we're like trying to figure out like what is it that you think and let's keep it real in 100 years. Why you? Why you? Right? And so she's talking to someone who is legendary, right? Who is a living legend, who's put into actual work, right? Who in 100 years will still be remembered by people. She's talking to someone who knows that she's done the work. Like, I'm in museums. Like, I'm credited for being the first at so many different things. Please explain to me, what is it that you want me to give you respect for? What am I... Because you allowed your dirty laundry to play out as a reality TV show on as a reality on TV. Like, what is it that you want me to do for what you've done? Like, and it's like, okay, oh, you don't discredit somebody, don't try to tear them down, but at the same time, she's really out here treating people based off like as if though she's made it, and she's talking to someone who has, and that's just weird. All right, so let's get back. Let's I'm gonna play that clip.
I just must say this to you first. I hope you're gonna give me my flowers today. I hope you're gonna honor how much work I've put out there.
Did y'all hear Wendy say flowers? Did y'all see Wendy mouth flowers? Like, she is like, Wendy is so funny. Like, she's literally trying to be professional, keep her face, and like really not be like how I'm sitting here. Like, bitch, you lost your mind. Like, do you even know who I'm talking to? Because that's not, you're not supposed to say, do you know who you're talking to? Because that's not, that's very, talking third person-ish and type of stuff like that. But you, like, some people make you gotta turn around and say, bitch, do you know who you're talking to? Like, do you see that name on that show? Do you see my name in the back here? Like, why? Are you okay? Did you sniff? What do you have? I may need your person's phone number. Wendy might need her person's phone number because she's on that real good delusional ass dope right there.
I hope you're gonna not kind of like throw this off outside of everything that I've done. I'm an accomplished woman, and I just feel like every time I come to your show, you don't give me those flowers now, and you're 35 years my senior.
Ow, yes.
I should get those flowers by you. I should feel wanted by people like you. Not just me, all the other young girls.
You are wanted by me. I always say that you're very entertaining.
But we feel like you be trying us. We feel like you don't be really rooting for us. We feel like, and especially with me, every time I come on your show, you always want to compare me to another broad. I don't need to be compared. I've made my own brand. Miss Wendy, I just must say this to you first. I hope you're gonna.
A few moments later.
If y'all bitches ain't had no fun, what y'all hoes gonna do? If you want no motherfucking Instagram, y'all bitches won't be shit. But guess who's still gonna be hot? Motherfucking me.
Telling the girls that they wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for Instagram, and because you only got because you that's where your following is, baby, is Instagram. 4 million is crazy. It's crazy. And that's why Wendy is sitting there like, what? This is weird as fuck. You've only been on reality TV. And we're not even going to mention your music, Ma. I'm sorry. We're not going to mention your music because you've not sold records. You've not sold records. No one acknowledged records yet. Like, it just ain't been a thing for you to be sitting here talking like to Wendy Williams off of reality TV. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So she's literally in the news for how she treated the women on this show. And you got Lunel there. So let's go to the comments. She laughing because you say you've been in the game for 10 decades, niece, instead of 10 years. 10 decades, 40 years. Oh, this person's not smart either. This person wrote 10 decades equals 40 years. Side note, how old she said she was again. Okay, this person, whoa, this person thinks there's 4 years in a decade, basically. If they think 10 decades equals 40 years. God bless our United States of America's education. One thing about Joseline, she definitely gonna make a scene. She know how to get them ratings up, I guess. I wouldn't. I mean, it's not gonna make other women want to go on her show because ain't nobody gonna let a bitch just sit and talk to them like this. Like, I don't know why they sat there all calmly like this. There's too many of y'all not to have jumped on that motherfucking giant there. Like, I don't even understand. Miss Lily, baby, this is why I never applaud her reading Wendy. She is terrible for TV and the culture, and I don't care who. I don't care what no one says. Talking about her flowers, she wouldn't know how to take care of a dozen roses. Bye. One thing about Wendy, most of the time she be calling folks right. Okay, y'all can say what you want about Wendy Williams. Okay, even when I talk some shit a little bit, because I talk a little bit shit, I don't talk a lot because that's that's queen to me. We got Mount Rushmores over here, and Wendy's on the Mount Rushmore for me, so I'll never take that back. But sometimes you gotta holler at sis, like I hollered at her with Tabitha Brown, like she needed that. But we back on it. Wendy's that bitch, so. But she'd be right, yo. Like years later, she'd be right. Same way she was right about Safari and Joseline. She just be on it. She'd been right up allegedly about Diddy. She's been allegedly right about Whitney. She like who else? Who else y'all need? Who else I want to bring up? R. Kelly. Anybody she spoke on, and this is why I tell y'all when y'all gotta understand when people talk about like they're gonna sue somebody, ain't nobody ever sued Wendy. Okay, let's be clear. There's no defamation or any of that out there on Wendy Williams. Okay. All right. Believe me, even when it comes to me, when I talk my shit or if I say something and I say a name, but baby, I got a screenshot, I got something to prove it is 100% a figgity fact. Ain't no defamation and all the other shit. Should be out there. And people get mad, but Wendy's that person who gonna tell you about the shit that be out there. Joseline is and always will be a narcissistic. I agree, but I don't know if I feel like she's narcissistic, but I most definitely feel like she is. Like I said, that whole situation with her and Stevie, I think she's a male-centered female. I don't. Are we surprised? Nope. We're not surprised. I mean, because before she kind of literally cleaned her act, she's in court with Stevie J, was fighting over custody rights over her daughter. I believe she got full custody of her daughter right now, if I'm not sure. But there was always accusations of her being on coke. Remember that infamous, allegedly. Remember that infamous brawl that happened on that last reunion show that Benzino was on there. And I think it was Benzino Althea against Stevie J and Joseline, and how that, was crazy, right? But there was always allegation that, that she gets high and all this other stuff. So this is Joseline after getting high and getting her shit together and trying to put herself back out there, right? So this is why we get into Hulk. She's just, feeling good about herself. And I never thought we would see Joseline clean before Stevie and Faith, like allegedly. I mean, like, damn. I didn't know sis had monkey on her back like that. And I'm just like, that's sad. That, like, whoa. She talking about 35 years her senior when she's 45 herself. Lady, stop. And I love how Wendy took it. Shade. Like, oh, you throwing shade. But the whole thing, like, Wendy didn't even need to answer that shade directly because the whole fucking conversation was shady. Like, was Wendy throwing shade back? Like, you're talking to somebody. Like, my whole life is your shade. Bitch. I don't need to say nothing. I don't need to respond to that little dig. My whole life is the shade. But who you talking to? You is talking to a legend. But yeah, Joseline has been going through it. Let me see anything else out there. I guess we can do that here. Do we want to do that here? No, we're not going to do that here. We'll do a separate video on that one. We already did that. Dolly Parton is my girl. Love her to death. We're getting here. That's next, y'all. All right, I do want to talk about her. Like, she sounded so crazy to me. Women...
it's hard for me to get turned on by a man. Like, to me, it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, unless, I think, like, even watching a man spend his money, like, recently I was at the strip club, and watching a man spend his money even on other women turns me on. You know what I mean? It's just, like, it makes me feel like, wow, like, you're a boss.
I think you need therapy. I mean, I'm just serious. Like, you have to.
Why do I need therapy?
That's the realest shit. Like, I don't watch his shows, no jumper, because like I said, I don't watch a lot of people's shows just to keep in my zone. But he was 100% right. That bitch need therapy. She's talking about she can't get turned on unless a man is throwing money at her, right? And there's this insidious way of thinking in our community, and I'm talking about the black community, I'm talking about the hood. It's this insidious project way of thinking about things and trying to put everything into money, right? Everything got to lead back to money. Everything you do is about money. Everything is about getting ahead. And what that does do is it creates this toxic life environment where people are just off their core, right? Because they're so blinded by thinking that everything they do, if it's not about money, if you're not about money, money, that they're willing to tie their self-worth in it. Clearly, this girl, her worth is tied into money. She's not moved. She's saying my vagina doesn't even move if it's not about money. That's an insidious way of thinking and looking at life. There has to be more to life than just that. You know, how you treat people and all this other stuff has to be more based on it than just money, because that comes and goes. So it was really disgusting to hear her say this, but
Therapy for getting what I want just for living.
Okay. If you're a woman who could get turned on by a guy for other reasons, and then you also get turned on by a guy spending money on you, I guess I could understand. But when you say you only get turned on by a guy who's throwing money at you, I mean,
that's like the first thing. And then, you know, then I'm curious now. Like, oh, okay, you're hot. Big dick energy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's hard for me to get turned on by a man.
yeah, that's our youth. She's slow. She's like, now you're hot. Big dick energy. Oh, you can tell she's like a Cali girl, because that is just disgusting. That is disgusting. I wouldn't want to put myself out there. But yeah, like I said, y'all know how I say it's always the comments. DJ Cho said, rich as fuck and still lame to me, because I don't throw money weekly. I don't even got time to club. If it ain't a bag involved, the fuck? We chasing money, not wasting money. No offense to the strippers. When I'm there, I'm a support, but ain't for the pedestrians looking for a boss. Ooh. Okay. I mean, like I said, stay focused and get your money, but I'm talking about that insidious way of thinking that, you know, if you go back into the 70s and look how we were depicted on in the black exploitation era, it was a whole bunch of just hustling and screwing people over type of living. And so when I say you have to find something to live for more than the money, it's because that's why. And like, I literally know how we're looked at. Like, we'll do anything for the money. That's why they've been able to play us throughout history and getting us to sign away things and sign on dotted lines, because we don't think bigger, you know? So it's just weird. The bar is in hell right now. Kevin Samuel has entered the chat. Okay. Shit. At this point in life, me too. Okay. That's a mental thing, sweetie. Yeah, it really is. Y'all see my heart. Mood. Now my heart is mood. I don't know. I think that was a mistake. Says keep doing your thing. You know what? Let's take it there. When you approach life and you think everything is about the money, right? Then you'll be out here looking like a JT. Yeah, if you approach life thinking everything is about money, you'll be out here looking like a JT. And when I say that you'll be out here looking like a JT, I mean that you'll be out here in love with a toxic ass nigga. Because he got the bag. Ain't shit. Hopping out on his ex-girlfriends with a gun. You be out here like that. Like JT's boyfriend. Like, you be out here thinking you like delusionally in love with a toxic nigga who don't respect you, who will get you on camera and disrespect you. And all because he buys you everything that you want. Okay? Like, that don't make no sense. That make no sense. You'll be out here like JT. And nobody want that. I mean, right now she's on a blog for buying this shit is weird. And you can tell they have some weird ass relationship. I know I'm a little bit off topic because look at her post. So little Uzi Vert, who probably he needs to be off the street. Who is we always want to talk about what happens later on when someone's arrested, but we seeing it in real time, and we want to sit back and act like the problem is that somebody isn't supported and hyped up and loved enough in life, and it causes them to act in such a way. Okay, well, go sit your ass down in a cell and figure that the fuck out with your loved ones. But you don't need to be amongst society figuring it the fuck out if you got to pull out a gun on a woman, allegedly. And here goes mammy as JT. Ooh, she's been trained to be a mammy early. The girl JT, she's a mammy, like pick me shit type of thing. The girl JT, I always want to be the one to make you smile. Oh, and hype you. I truly found my lover and best friend and someone I can disagree with, and we still can come to bed every night. Thanks for keeping your word. It's only right. I do the most for you and brag on you because you that nigga. What? I love pissing you off. I'm forever drawn or whatever you say. I'm forever drawn to whatever you say, but I mean well. Happy birthday, Papa, at little Uzi Vert, whatever. XO, if it's your birthday, make some noise. Like all types of toxic type of bond here. It's weird. It's weird. Because he's disrespectful. And like her partner in her group don't like him. I'm not going to say anything else because I heard something in the clubhouse room. But y'all, trust people. Yeah, y'all. Be the closest ones to you running your business. We've all been through it, but yeah, this is disgusting. Yeah, that's all I got at that. Anything else I wanna? Oh, what do we just have? Fuck Joseline. Listen, real quick. Before I go, Lamont Jacobs becomes the first Italian to win a gold medal in 100 meters race. I supposedly he's actually from America, but he is fine. He's fine. Oh, let's see his race.
It's pretty even at the moment. Curly going well. Lamont Jacobs on the far side, and the Italian.
Woo!
That is absolutely incredible.
He did it. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he's fine.
Makes it double delight.
We celebrate black all across the world when it's fine. Oh, United States, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, man. Anything else real quick before I get up off of this? I got you, Meg. I got you. We're getting right back to you. I'm getting right back to you, baby. Oh, we still see the baby out here getting dropped. He got dropped from Lollapalooza. He also got dropped from a governor's ball. Man, y'all, it's bad out here. And it's not about a freedom of speech, but it's about to be informed and speak on what you know speech. That's what we're talking about. And y'all know I love me some K.Michelle, so if I have an opportunity to throw my boot in here, ow. Y'all always harassing my boo. And she the truth. For 3 years, I was sick and I watched people make fun of me and how I looked for healing. I feel healthy and feel beautiful and no one will take that from me. Haters don't deserve my new content. This is my world. This is my world for music and all this sexiness. Click. So basically, if you want to see K.Michelle, go click on her OnlyFans and support the girl. All right, so people were talking about how she looks so different, and I don't see it. This is someone who, like, guess who's been going to the studio today to make a heartbreak ballad. Oh, I can't wait to hear it. And guess who I'm going in with? Who's ready for another cry? Oh, girl, that's my favorite song. That's that cry. Yeah. I got a fuck boy that cry is for. I got a fuck boy that cry is for. Baby. Whew. Look, cry comments. Like I told you, it be in the comments. Cry is an underrated gem. She really blessed us with Cry and Can't Raise a Man. Like, there's so many songs. I may do a K.Michelle dedication because that's my bitch. Like, for real. She looks good. And so there were some other comments where people were talking about like the way she looks. And I want to see if I can find that because I'm confused. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about in terms of her looks. I know you guys says, you know, she did say something that she did something to her nose, but when has K.Michelle not been light skinned? I'm confused. Like, even if I do, let me see. Like, even if I, okay, let's go to her page. K. All right, let's go to her page. Okay, so this is the most recent picture of her, and there was a lot of comments and people underneath it, and I don't think it's going to be on her page, but in another blog pages, and there's comments and stuff, and people are talking about, oh my gosh, she looks so different, who's her surgeon, and all this other stuff. Now, we're looking at her entire body, so to tell me, or to try to tell me that K.Michelle is darkening or messing with her skin, you would need to show me that in all of her body. That's never been the case. Okay, she may have some work done to her nose. She's lost her behind. I feel like she looks like she's more fit now. She's probably taking care of herself and eating better and all the other great stuff. But like, let's go back. Because sometimes y'all don't even understand. Sometimes all that makeup, and makeup changes over the years too at the same time, where I think sometimes people play with the foundations and the foundations get a little bit, I'm not gonna say better, but I don't know. I feel like makeup changes too. And like what people use to tint people's skin to give them contouring, make them look a little different, but necessarily doesn't mean that she was trying to darken her skin. And I'm trying to find something way back then. Like, this is one of the earliest K.Michelle pictures. Like, this is like her early on the scene. So it's like when y'all tell me she is lightening her skin, I'm like, where? Okay, I know you're like, okay, that's makeup too. But again, look at her arms, look at her chest. I'm trying to figure out when was she ever dark skinned? Now, then there's this picture. Now, I know this, how many times, I love that song. That's a lightened thing, but she's still not a brown skinned woman. She's always been light skinned. Have you seen her sisters, like her family? Like, I don't understand. She's always been on the lighter side, but like I said, makeup, lighting, and all the other stuff plays a part. Like, okay, that is not a brown skinned woman. And again, that's where, to me, this is darker makeup. This is darker makeup to me. So let's see. Yeah, always been light skinned. Where, you know, my family being traditionally from the South and, you know, knowing how they look at things, that she would have been called a red bone, no problem. So I'm confused. And okay, so this is the K.Michelle unrecognizable in pink hair. Fans say she switches faces like Khloe Kardashian. No, I don't think so. On the left-hand side, that's still a light-skinned woman. I think it's exactly what I just said to you. This seems to be a darker palette of makeup here. That's all that seems to be, like darker tones in the foundation. Whereas here, it just seems like it's just lighter, even on her cheeks. Yeah, lighter eye makeup. No, like, I think y'all are tripping. I think y'all just try to find reasons to talk shit about K.Michelle. And it just is what it is. Like, she's still more talented than all of these new singers, to be completely honest. I'm gonna say my old bitch is more talented than the new bitches, and it just is what it is. And y'all gonna be mad. Tamar still singing her face off for the gods. K.Michelle still singing her face off. It just is what it is. Like, I was listening to Selena Johnson this morning. Jasmine Sullivan, them girls can still sing their fucking faces off. So where I got these new girls, they are the, you know, Janet Jackson's daughters. We're gonna call it what the fuck it is. It seems like they are the what's out in R&B right now. And I love Janet Jackson, but let's just call it what it is. They all sound a lot like Janet Jackson and Aaliyah, and that's that. And that's that. That's the era we're in right now. But these girls like her, K.Michelle, Casey, meaning Keisha Cole, Monica, Brandy, all of these other girls can still out-sing all these new girls. And it just is what it is. And I mean, I remember when they first came out. No, like literally when they first came out, they were given respect from the older women as being great singers. You can't take that from them. Everyone knew Tamar could sing from the very beginning. Everyone knew that K.Michelle could sing. Like, no one questioned that. So yeah, they were still on par for the greats that came before them. just period. But what we got right now, nah, not at all. All right, y'all, I don't even know how we got there, but I like it because, like I said, can't raise a man. What you gonna do when he's already grown? Oh my God, I love K.Michelle, y'all. Y'all don't even fucking know. Like, to me, K.Michelle, when I first heard K.Michelle, she reminded me of like Dolly Parton, and they both from like Tennessee. So for me, it's like, to me, I've always considered her the Black Dolly Parton. For real. I've always considered the way she talks, the way, like, if you got people from the Appalachian Mountain area, then you understand what I'm talking about. Because my family's from the Appalachian Mountain area, which is the, you know, the mountain area in like the East Coast. So that's Kentucky, West Virginia, Kentucky was, where else? Kentucky, West Virginia. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's the Appalachian area. And so my family is from West Virginia. So I totally get it. It's like I get their personality. So for me, I get it. I love it. She's always been the Black Dolly Parton to me and always will be. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We keep it black, we keep it bougie, we keep it posh, and y'all be back. And I am out.